My grandmother is dying, so I board a train. This is a common story. 16 trains a day from New York City to Pennsylvania, 303 seats on the Keystone Service Amtrak train. It was 80% full that afternoon when I bought my ticket just 1 hour before departure. I counted the seats around me, a solid statistical chance that there were others too rushing home to get in their last conversations. I try to choose the right memory of my grandmother, one that will bring her back to life. It's tricky though, after watching someone transition, to remember them any other way. Some mornings I wake up only remembering my grandmother in her final fierce moments, her body physically fighting to let go. Life drags on with the intrusive flashbacks. My mom has them too, visions she calls them. She doesn't say much more than that. She doesn't have to. We are tethered in our visions as if peering in the same crystal ball. My grandma, with her matching sets in bold colors and sparkly sequins, with her Gemini gossip and frank opinions, with her big mouth, statement jewelry, and perfectly permed blonde hair every Friday, with her reckless generosity and her equally vicious love of secrets. She shaped me the way only mothers can do.
Sweetheart, I wanna learn to rope and to ride. I wanna ride old Pain in the desert out west of the Great Divide. I wanna hear the coyotes howling as the sun sinks in the west. I wanna be a cowboy, sweetheart. That's a life that I love best. Ho-de-lay, oh, I-dee-do-lay. Ho-lay, oh, I-dee-do-lay. Ho-lay, oh, I-dee-do-lay. Oh, I-dee-do-lay.
How much time I wasted without visiting, without asking her about herself, without sitting next to her on the couch, without lying my head on her arm, without squeezing her soft hands, without hearing her secrets, without. The tremble of the train mocks my shaking hands, my shivering heart. I can't yet comprehend all I've lost without her here on earth. As if now I will always be on a train, greens and browns and watercolor sunsets melting outside the window, racing towards her. When I tell people my grandma passed away, I feel an automatic need to justify my grief. Grandmothers die every day. How can I explain how significant she was to me, to us? A second mother to my sister and I say. Like that will make people understand. I believe you would have waited for me, Graham, no matter how long it took for that train to bring me home. I believe that you did. You and I that night, your final conversation. Maybe now, I think, only to myself, I have a reason again to be this sad. Something I can point to and explain. Look, my grandmother's dead. Look, how much she meant to me. But her death is one of many, and they all line up behind me, hands on my shoulders, a Congo line of ghosts, and the music goes on and on. This is a common story. Grandmother's dying. Did I think she would never leave me? But this grandmother of mine, I need you to listen to me. She was not just any other grandmother gone.
Bells are ringing, hodely-lay-tee. Mockingbird singing, hodely-lay-tee. Sleep, little lover, hodely-lay-tee. Upon a summer eve, moonbeams were shining as I kissed her there. Night birds were singing, perfume filled the air. Sleep, little lover, just twinkled with glee while heaven shines on me. Hodely-lo-lay-tee, hi-dee-lo-lay-tee, hodely-lo-lay, hi-dee-lo-lay-tee, hodely-lo-lay-tee.
Cancer, my grandma fought. Thyroid, skin, twice, breast. We assumed her decision to stay alive this time without her consent. She told me she was ready. She wanted to get it all over with, but I didn't believe her. Didn't care about her wishes. What about me, Grandma? When she refused to eat, when she stopped taking all her medications, when she chose to just stay in bed, it felt like betrayal. So unlike her to die that I watched my mother check her pulse again and again and again, until finally I begged her to stop. "Time of death," she screeched between her weeping. I can see her still, pacing back and forth as if looking for where we left it. We're waiting for the hospice nurse to come over and tell us what to do next, to tell us what to do with my grandmother. "We need the time of death," my mom repeats. I understand she needs something to focus on, something other than the body beside us. But I couldn't give a fuck about the time, and I tell her that.
What? Oh my God, that's oh, man.
12:30 a.m., I guess. In my pronouncement, I feel nothing. Nothing except a void inside, as if every single system in my body has paused, waiting for her to take another breath. As I sat on the floor with Princess and Lucy, your dogs, holding them to keep them from jumping up onto the hospice bed with your body, I swore I saw you standing in the kitchen beside us. I did. It was the you I see in my dreams now. And you waved to me, smiled, glanced at your hospital bed where my mom held you still, her head to your chest. Circulatory, respiratory, nervous, muscular, skeletal, digestive, endocrine, lymphatic, reproductive. I'd learned from the end-of-life hospice pamphlet that our digestive system is the first to go. Hers had already begun the process of stopping days ago as we fed her only ice chips from a spoon like a little baby bird. Her mind stayed sharp until the end, aware, alert, completely cognizant. "Grandma, why did you think you would go peacefully? You are fierce and uncertain. You, full of spunk and spite. You fought until we held you there, begged you to rest." Our circulatory and our respiratory are the last systems to go. The heart and lungs hold on, desperate to the very end. Next, the liver, the kidneys, the pancreas. All can live for something like another hour. The skin, tendons, heart valves, and corneas of the eyes survive for up to 24. I hate this. I imagine her corneas watching us that night, reporting back to wherever she's went. I imagine the valves of her heart shuddering, searching for blood to pump, for secrets to slurp and keep close. My grandparents' cuckoo clock goes off every hour on the hour after she passes. I sit at my pappy's feet while he sits on his rocking chair, not rocking. 1 a.m., 2 a.m., we cry and then we don't. 3 a.m., we cry and then we don't. 3:30 a.m., I say I have to go home. I can't be there to hear the clock strike 4. That damn cuckoo clock. Repeating the same song to no one. You should have another month left, Graham. You could have watched the hanging baskets wilt and turn black outside the bay windows where you requested your hospital bed. We could have stalled your sleeping pills, Graham, stayed up all night talking. I would have moved in.
Is your granddaughter a nice girl?
Yes.
How would you describe
They
her?
are both real nice girls.
Happy, sound asleep in your bed, never heard a thing. I sat with the dogs, Graham, used their whines to cover the noise of rattling breath. Yours, and my own mother's tone. "Mama, no. Mama, no. Mama, no. Please, Mama, no."
This one lady, I said, "We're not nuts, we just came from Key West."
Grief shrinks each moment into only one moment. One long moment. Replays it over and over.
Is through. How I long to be with you.
I still wonder how she could just give up like that. I know my mother wonders too, but never out loud.
Reminisce, dreaming of your
I envision stealing her heart, keeping it warm in a pot of boiling water, freezing it like the ears of corn we shucked in the summer, distilling it into a creamy lotion, storing it beside the old ones stacked in her bathroom mirror cabinet, rubbing it all over me when I miss her. Grief is not sophisticated. It just rushes like running water, like a fountain in the park. It just continues on. She was gone, and then she was gone, and then she was gone, and then she was gone.
That's by your grandma, Winnie Dawson.